Hi everybody, it's Melanie from Mel's Inky Fingers, and happy Friday. I feel like the weeks are zooming and we are getting so close to Christmas that it's time to do some Christmas creating. So I have an amazing kit to share with you today because I am sharing with you the projects for the October Creatively Inked kit, and oh my goodness, they are gorgeous. I know you're going to love them. And we're going to make a couple of extra cards today using that bundle. So I'm just going to make sure that I'm live in the right place and that you can, Facebook is Facebooking again today, and it's going to make it hard for me to see your comments. Oh, Facebook. So when you jump on, say hello and let me know you're here. It's always so fun to know who I get to spend my time creating with on Friday afternoons. And I'm hoping that you can, there we go. Oh, they don't make it easy. All right, so I can see your comments, yay. So say hello when you jump on. I'm going to give everyone just a couple of minutes to find me here. And let me share with you what we're going to create today. We are going to work with this amazing traditional labels bundle. And let me show you where you can find this. This is from the September to December mini catalog. So that's this catalog here, and look, it's the same gorgeous paper. Isn't that beautiful? It's so pretty, so pretty. I've been creating a ton with it. I kind of went from the Gathering Together paper and I jumped right into this, and I have a stack of cards that I have made because it's just beautiful. I've used up a whole pack of paper already. It's that good. So I know you will love it too. So let me show you where you can find this in the catalog. So it starts on page 21 and you can see some of the projects created with it. But then here is where you get a really good peek at this product suite. This is like what we call a mega suite because it's got two different stamp and die bundles, and we're going to focus on this traditional labels bundle here and use these amazing dies and the embossing folder today. So that beautiful wreath embossing folder is actually a 6x6, so you get these really cool partially embossed layers on a standard size A2 card. Super simple. I wanted to make some really easy but beautiful cards for you so that as you get into the holiday season, you can get your Christmas cards made and sent this year. So having some really easy but beautiful project ideas is kind of key for that, right? So here is a good look at this bundle. The stamp set is all sentiments, so you can kind of mix and match and build exactly what you would like to say. You have a combination of block and script fonts, really, really pretty. You can do some tags, and this can even work for non-Christmas. So you've got wishes to you, cheer, happy, sending. So you can do sending wishes and pair it with a birthday set. You can do sending love and joy. That's good for all year around. And this just for you would make beautiful tags with the die set. And the same with the die set. So these dies are really versatile. I had given a close-up look at these when I did the unboxing, but let me share again. I have some die cut. It looks like I've kind of picked through and stamped on them, but hi, Julie, welcome. I'm using this gorgeous Traditions of Christmas suite today. So here's one of the tags. You can see all of these have really pretty details around the edges. There's a pretty little banner. You could do lots all year long with that shape. Then I have stamped on some of these. So here's an oval with some decorative detail around the edge. And then you have a couple like this that have beautiful edge work on them. So pretty. And this is stamped in Secret C. You can see how pretty that looks. So just a really awesome, awesome bundle. And the exciting news is this month's Creatively Inked featured bundle, which makes this an amazing time to try Creatively Inked. So those of you who follow me know that Creatively Inked is my paper crafting kit that I offer each month. And it features a specific stamp and die bundle, usually. Sometimes it's just a stamp set. And this is a sneak peek, although I'm going to show you the projects. They are gorgeous. This month would be amazing to give it a try if you haven't already, because we all need some holiday cards. And you'll have this great sentiment set that is the feature that you can add on at a discount. Now, if you already have some really great holiday sentiments, you could just try the kit and use what you have on hand, and it'll work. So if you have any beautiful sentiments, you could make this kit work this month. So do you want to see the projects? Let's take a peek. I love them. The more I look at them, the more I love them. So here's a quick peek, and I'm not going to show you the insides. The insides are exclusive to subscribers. So when you subscribe, you get to see the insides of the projects. And there's this beautiful one. Now this is a fun fold. I'm going to show you the back, so you'll learn how to make this beautiful card. And this is a gift card holder. And then last but not least, you will receive a completed card inside your kit. Each month you get 5 projects to complete and then a completed project. This will be the completed project you're going to receive. So you'll get all the supplies already put together on this card, but you will receive the tutorial to create this, so that if you want to pull in some of your own supplies, you can create some of these cards as well. So beautiful, beautiful projects this month. I'm really excited about these. I love the non-card project. The non-card project is amazing, and you will be able to whip out so many of those. The non-card project literally takes less than 10 minutes to make. So it'll be the perfect gift for all those people in your life that you want to share just a little something with, and you need a quick little gift for them. So I hope you give it a try. It's $39, and that includes your shipping. All right, next, Stampin' Up! Is offering an off-the-charts starter kit special. It's bananas. It is only $35 to join the Stampin' Up! Community this month. $35. Incredible. You get to pick any $125 worth of product for that $35, and then Stampin' Up! Will ship it to you free, so you just pay the tax on it. They will also include a paper pumpkin kit, which is over $20. They will give you early access to ordering brand new products. And we did just have a pre-order go live on the 1st for the November online exclusive launch. And yes, you can include those brand new products in your kit if you would like. And then I offer free tutorials. I've got a lovely Stampin' community of team members. We meet each month for a little meeting. We make projects together. We get together at Stampin' Up! Events. We have a very large group across the country, and we do all kinds of fun things each month in my larger team. So I hope you give it a try. There are no negatives to this. So this is how this works. Yes, you get a discount on anything you purchase, and you can be your only customer if that's what you want to do. You do not have to sell. You don't have to do classes. You don't have to do lives like I do each month if you don't want to. And if you do, I am here to help you and support you through that. But a lot of demonstrators enjoy shopping with their discount. It's kind of like buying a membership. You shop discounted, and when you don't want your discount anymore, you can just let your membership drop. So this is kind of along those lines. $35, you can't go wrong. Let me know if you have questions. Still filling the last spaces on our Fun in the Sun crafting cruise with my friend Brenda Nelson Zorn from Canada. She's incredible. We are going to sail down the California Baja Peninsula to Mazatlan, Cabo San Lucas, and Puerto Vallarta while we craft away at sea. It is going to be the perfect mix of vacationing and crafting, and you will have a ton of fun. So I hope you consider joining us. We have a Facebook page with more information. If you would like to join that page, reach out to me and let me know. we'd love to have you join that, where you'll get more information and see what it's all about. And then if you want to call for pricing, our real estate agent, our travel agent who is coordinating all of this for us, is certainly happy to help you. Stampin' Up! Updated the last chance product list this week as well, which means more discounts on some of the items that are already there. So don't forget to check that out. Okay, one last thing, and then we're going to craft. So Stampin' Up! Is offering a 12 days of crafting advent calendar this year. I was so excited when I saw this. It's only $99 and it includes over $120 in product. And guess what? Mine came yesterday. Finally, look how beautiful this is. It comes with a double stamp set. So you have one stamp set that is all of your sentiments. You have a second stamp set that are all these cute little images, cupcakes, flowers, butterflies. There's a heart. Super, super cute. And look how beautiful this is. Now, this is up to you how you would like to treat your little doors. I have not opened anything yet, but I am going to open door number 1 at the end of our live today. So I will let you know before I do it in case you would like to get an advent calendar. I don't want to spoil any of the fun for you by showing you what's inside unless you would like to see it. I have a feeling there's going to be paper somewhere in here. I also have a feeling that these are some of the patterns, but I'm guessing. I don't know that for sure. But it's all occasion crafting supplies in here. This is not crafting supplies for the holiday season. So you can use these products all year round. So what a great value of $99 for over $120. And if you decide to join my team this month for $35, you can put this in your starter kit. Yes. Plus, it's $99. So you still have another $26 to choose. Is that not incredible? Such an amazing deal. So we'll come back to this at the end. Now, I am going to treat my customers, anyone who chooses to get this advent calendar from me, will be invited to an exclusive class to stamp with me. I will be sending them a class kit to make the projects I design using the products that are in here at a later date. So stay tuned. If you'd like to join in that free exclusive class, let me know. I'd love to have you join me. You simply need to order your advent calendar in my online store. It's item 167335, and again, it's $99. All right. All right, so I'm going to put this over here. Remind me not to forget to open door number 1. All right. And it's World Card Making Day weekend. So here is this kit. I showed this kit a while ago. Just a reminder, this is still available if you would like to get this kit. Look how cute it is. Super, super cute. I love the colors. It comes with a Secret Sea Stampin' Spot. This color, I'm telling you, it is consuming me. It's beautiful. And here's a really cute desk organizer that you can put your cards in, and a stamp set. So this is still available if you would like to join us for World Card Making Day this weekend. Stampin' Up! Is offering an event with a free gift for everyone who registers. So go to my online store at melzinkyfingers.com/shop, register for this event. You don't have to get this kit to join us for the event. You can stamp with something you already have at home, or you can order the kit, and although it won't make it to you in time for the event, you could still make it after the fact, okay? All right, so let's jump in and create these gorgeous cards that I have here. So both of these projects are created using the traditional labels stamp and die bundle. Again, this is our creatively inked bundle for the month. We are going to use this beautiful Traditions of Christmas specialty paper. It is stunning. I love this pattern. I think this is my favorite pattern in this paper collection, and I used it on this project here. It has Secret Sea, which is kind of a non-traditional Christmas color with a little pool party, and then greens and reds and white with gold foil. Isn't that gorgeous? And look at that label. Can you see the detail on it? So it actually has Like, look at the edges. It's, I don't know if you can see it, but look, it has all this beautiful detail on the edges. So pretty. And then some little glitter sequins. So let's jump in and create one of these projects. So let's create this project first. So this project is actually the project that I am including this month in my Creatively Inked kit completed. Each month you receive a completed project that you can enjoy with instructions on how to recreate it if you would like to. So I've made it here in a couple different colorways, even though I brought white in as the primary color. What do you think? What do you think of the different colors? So this uses basic white, all basic white cardstock. I stamped the sentiment in Old Olive. And then I used the shiny Real Red ribbon, which is part of this Traditions of Christmas bundle, to add a little detail underneath the banner with some of these glitter sequins. Now, these are on back order, so the whole suite is on back order, but this is the only product not available. You can still get everything else. The ribbon, the embossing folder, the gorgeous paper, the bundles, all that is still available. So I don't want you to get confused when you see that unavailable on the suite, because everything is except these sequins. Now I remade it and brought in some color. So on this project, I used Mossy Meadow as a card base, and then brought in the Mossy Meadow and Gold ribbon that it was an online release here a few months ago. And then I stamped the sentiment in Secret Sea on Real Red cardstock, and then carried the Secret Sea to the inside with an embossed layer there. Now, what I love about these sequins, these glitter sequins, is they're totally flat, and you can even put them on the inside of your card. So you can make your cards extra special by using those on the inside. So we're going to create it yet in a third colorway. So we're going to bring in red as the primary color, and then you can choose which you like the most. So it's always fun to kind of see things made in different colors. So this is what we're going to need. So we're going to need a Real Red card base, and this is cut 4 1/4 by 11. Real Red. And then I have a piece of 4 by 5 1/4 inch basic white that's going to go on the inside. And then I cut this beautiful, beautiful label from the Traditional Labels bundle, right? Yes, Traditional Labels bundle. Hi, Simone. It's so nice to have you here. I'm great. I hope you are as well. So look how beautiful this is. Isn't that pretty? And again, this is your Creatively Inked feature this month, this beautiful bundle. And then I have a piece of Real Red that I have embossed with the traditional 3D embossing folder. And this is cut 4 by 5 1/4. Now, with the standard card size, you're not going to get the full wreath on the front. The full wreath is 6 by 6. And I actually really like that. I love that this is a partial. I think it gives it a really great look. And then I also have a 4 by 1 inch piece of Real Red that I also embossed in here that is going to go on the inside of my card. And then I brought in Real Red ink. We're going to stamp our sentiment in Real Red. But then I brought in some green accents. So I brought in the Shaded Spruce and Soft Seafoam ribbon. I thought that looked really pretty. And then I brought in these deer dots. So this is an embellishment out of the September to December mini catalog. Oh, I'm sorry, Delightful Decorative Dots. They have some shimmer in them. They're really pretty. They're red, green, and I'm not sure what this color is, but really, really pretty. So what I have done is I have taken this ribbon and I have cut it in half lengthwise. And I'm going to use a narrower piece to kind of create a bow behind my label. So that's a way to get a little more use out of your ribbon when it's a little wider, is don't be afraid to cut it in half lengthwise. All right, so let's assemble this card and do some stamping. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is stamp our sentiments. So I have mounted a couple sentiments here. I have mounted the Mary in script. You have it in script and in block. And then End Bright, which is that block font there. And we're going to stamp that on this pretty label. This label here is my favorite, I think, out of that. So I'm going to stamp End Bright first because I want to make sure I have enough room. So I'm going to stamp it towards the bottom like that. Now, if you wanted to use the block Mary, you certainly could. I'm going to use the script. It does kind of elevate the card and make it look a little more fancy. So here I'm putting Mary on there so you can see how pretty that is. Mary and Bright. And then we're going to want a sentiment for the inside. So if you put Mary and Bright on the front, you can do season's greetings, sending love and joy. I kind of like that, Mary and Bright, sending love and joy. You could do 'tis the season. So let's do sending love and joy. Look at all these labels I have in here. I've been using this one a lot. So sending love and joy. So we're going to stamp this on the inside. Now this sending love and joy also fits on the banner. So there's this beautiful banner here, and that's the one that I used. It's backwards on here for the words. But this is what it looks like when you stamp on it. You can see the words on the sending love and joy are angled perfectly so that it fits really nicely on that banner die. Hi, Joan, welcome. Oh, Simone, you have to go to work. You're watching replay. Oh, good. Thank you. Thanks for popping in. I hope you have a great rest of your day. All right. So that is the stamping that we're going to do. And now this card is going to go together in a flash. So we're going to bring out our pieces that we already embossed. I'm going to adhere this wreath like this. I think I want it open on this side, and I'm going to place my sentiment kind of in that open area like that. And we're going to add our green accents to it. So let's add some dimensionals. Okay. And hopefully I'm getting this centered okay. And then this is going to go on the inside. So I'm just going to put some stamp and seal on this one. And then I'm going to add some green accents to this. Oh, this is a little crooked. Whoop. Dum, 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 dum. There we go. Oh. Until you really smush it down, you have the ability to kind of shift that a little bit. All right, and then we have this embossed piece that I'm going to put like that. So let's add some stamp and seal to this little embossed piece here. You can put it all the way at the bottom like this, or you can leave a little white area underneath it. So let's just do that, okay? And you know what? I have a little idea, but we'll see if I decide to do it. So now let's bring in one of those pieces of this beautiful ribbon. Again, this is from our annual catalog. It's the Shaded Spruce and Soft Sea Foam. It's part of the Turtley Cute bundle, or suite, I'm sorry. And then we're going to make our bow. And I want the loops of my bow on the long side because I want to be able to put it underneath my label kind of like this. Isn't that pretty? Now, if you don't like fraying on your ribbon, there is let me cut this. There is a product that is actually a sewing product called Fray Check that I will put. My ribbon is not happy trying to, there we go, I just had to do it faster. This is really smooth and satiny. It was trying to scooch out from my scissor blade. Now, if you don't like to have these little frayed areas, you can trim these off, but then you could also put a product called Fray Check. They have it at any sewing shop, and it will keep these pieces from coming off and poking out on your ribbon. I think it adds to the look. I don't mind it, but I know not everyone likes that. So we're going to put this on like this and then tuck our label over the top like that. Isn't that pretty? And we have that little pop of green, and then we're going to dress it up with some little green dots. So there's some really pretty ideas in the catalog with this. So let's put this on our dot here. And then set this like that. So we're going to need a couple dimensionals on the edges so that knot can kind of sit in between there and not be lumpy. So we'll put these on. This is such an easy card, and it'll be a great card to make a lot of for the holiday season. If you need to make a lot of cards, it's nice to have both an easy and beautiful card to make a lot of, to send to your family and friends for the holidays. I'm just going to put another one right there. There we go. So there is our beautiful label. So now let's bring in these delightful decorative dots. We have both red or green we could choose that would match. I think I'm going to go with the green so that I can pull in that ribbon. So I'm just going to sprinkle these all over my project. There's no such thing as too much bling. So let's do this like that. Look how pretty. Isn't that beautiful? So now this is the third different color that I made. So we have all white with red and green. Then we have this one that's on mossy meadow with some red, and then red with a little bit of green. So which one do you like? Do you have a preference, a favorite? I'd love to know which one is your favorite. Hi, Bonnie. Oh, it's so nice to have you joining us. Okay, I'm just looking to see, make sure that I can see who's here. So my computer doesn't show me when you join. So unless you say hello, I don't know you're here. So, oh, thanks, Joan. You like these, Joan. Oh, you like this, the white one? Isn't this beautiful? So this is actually the completed card that's going to be included in this month's Creatively Inked kit. Isn't that pretty? That was my inspiration for today. I wanted to show you how to make that. It's so pretty and so easy. All right, so let's move on to our second project, which is going to be this one here. It looks like a little journal. This is another really, really easy project to make. It goes together really quickly, but also uses the same grouping of products from the Traditions of Christmas product suite. So I'm showing you a different grouping of designer series papers for this card. So here are the supplies that we're going to use. So I'm going to use a basic white card base. This is a thick basic white card base cut 4 1/4 by 11. And then here is that beautiful label. You can see it up close. Isn't that pretty? Super pretty. And here is the designer series paper that I'm going to use on this one, which is different than the other one. So this is cut 3 1/4 by 5 1/2. And then this one is cut 1 1/4 by 5 1/2. And that's going to sit like this. They are going to overlap just a little bit. But before you adhere them together, you're going to take a 1/2 inch by 5 1/2 inch strip of gold foil and adhere it to the back of this piece here. And then when you lay it down, look how pretty. It gives you that look like it's a little journal. Isn't that beautiful? And then this is for the inside. We're going to do the same thing, adhere that so that you have a little bit of gold popping behind. And then we'll do our stamping. So let's assemble the front of this card. Okay, so first things first, look at how pretty. If you flip to these, look at, oh, look how pretty that is. There's like so many beautiful combinations. It's almost like you want to close your eyes and grab 2 pieces of paper and just make tons of different color options, because oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I just wanted to glue this on. There are so many possibilities. We're just gonna glue this on. I wasn't ready to do the whole thing yet, but I got so excited. So we're just going to tuck this behind like this. And then once that's tucked behind, we can put the whole thing on. So let's just add a little bit here. All right. I didn't want to get glue on myself. Okay, so this needs to slide up just a teeny weeny bit. There we go. Isn't that pretty? Except that this needs to go underneath. So before that gets too stuck down, I have myself all out of sorts today for whatever reason. Let's make sure we slide this underneath. There we go. So this one will go on the left. And after you adhere the gold strip, the bigger piece will go on the right. And look at how gorgeous. Oh, so pretty. So, so pretty. So let's, while I have the glue out, let's do this. Okay. There we go. Okay. Really pretty. This will have to be trimmed a tiny bit. The gold is just a smidge longer than the paper, but that's okay. All right. So let's take out our sentiments and stamp. We're going to stamp this beautiful script, Merry Christmas, on the front here. So let's do that. So I'm going to do Christmas on the bottom, and then I can adjust where I want the Merry. I feel it's a little easier to use the bigger word first. So we're just going to tuck that down here. And then up here. And I have this offset to the right a little bit, but really you could place it wherever you want. But isn't that beautiful? So this is Merry Christmas. So now we need a sentiment for the inside. So I think I'm going to put Season's Greetings. You could also do Sending Love and Joy. On the inside, 'Tis the Season. Merry Wishes would be cute. Sending Cheer would be cute. Sending Christmas Cheer would be super cute. There's so many things that you can do. So let's do Season's Greetings. And I'm going to show you how to add the word and to this. So let's pick this up and stamp on the inside. You know how I like to mix and match my stamps, right? Now you could even cut these apart if you wanted to. The only thing you would have to do is they go back together really easily. When you cut photopolymer, they nest right back together. So I'm going to take the And Bright, and I'm going to ink up the and off the corner of the ink pad here. I'm going to make sure that it's inked well. I can't see since I'm not over it. And just make sure that this doesn't have any on it. And then I'm going to stamp and right here. There. And Season's Greetings. So Merry Christmas and Season's Greetings is what this is going to say. So now let's put this on the front with some dimensionals, and this card is pretty much done. So now you could choose to use the glitter sequins. Now, again, the glitter sequins are out of stock. They're scheduled to come back in stock next week, so they won't be gone long. So if you go online to look, it's going to show this product suite as being unavailable. It's only unavailable because the glitter sequins are sold out right now, okay? But they're coming back in stock, so no worries. So we can use these beautiful little red dots. There are so many different embellishments that will match with it, okay? I'm also going to pull in the early espresso and old linen. Hi, Shirley, welcome. I'm glad you joined me. Now this, you have seen me use a lot because we used this last month with Creatively Inked, and I used it for a lot of different projects. You know, I love linen thread, right? So here is our beautiful bow. We're going to put this here, and then we're going to add some of those gorgeous little, you can also tuck it underneath like this, and then it would have a little more space for some little gems for little holly berries. So you know I like to cut these glue dots in half when I glue my linen thread to my projects, right? So I'm going to cut it in half and then fold it in half. You could do a double bow if you wanted to. So I'm going to take this and set it right here in that little notch. You could, again, you could tuck it underneath if you wanted. And then I'm going to add some of these for little holly berries. So I'll put one there, one here, and one up here. And if you want to kind of slide that over that little knot, look how cute that looks. Isn't that cute? Now, let's move to the inside. We have our stamping there, but let's add this beautiful paper. And this, again, don't forget to use up your paper strips by putting them inside your card. It's a great way to use them. And it makes your cards that much more pretty. All right, so there you go. Look at this. So here's two different patterns from the same paper collection. Both have the linen thread. I used the glitter sequins, and here I used the delightful decorative dots. Which one do you like better? Do you have a preference? What do you think? I know there's a delay, so I'm going to give you a little moment to see those, and I can see there's quite a delay because I'm watching the video. So quick and easy cards today that you can make a lot of to be ready for the holidays. So here is, ooh, Joan likes this one. It's so pretty, isn't it? So pretty. And then here are these three that we made. So these are 5 different projects. And again, if you love this and want to give Creatively Inked a try, you have until October 20th to subscribe to receive the traditional labels kit. I know you're going to love it. You got to see a sneak peek of the projects and see how beautiful they were. All right, so I promised I would open the first window in my 12-day Advent calendar. So if you want the Advent calendar to remain a surprise because you think you're going to order it, now would be your time to step away so that you don't have anything spoiled. But this is the 12 days of Advent 12 days of crafting Advent calendar from Stampin' Up. when you get the calendar, you receive this double stamp set that coordinates with all the products in here. These are all occasion products. These are not holiday products in here. So this is something you can use all year long. I love the sentiments. There is a proud of you. Love that for someone extra special. Birthday, thanks, miss you, thinking of you, healing hugs, and always in my heart. Really, really great sentiments that you can use all year long. So you can choose to open this whenever you want. I waited. It was hard to wait till today, but when it came yesterday, I thought, I am going to wait. So you can see all the beautiful prints here. I suspect that these prints are on products that might be behind these doors, but I've not seen this. It's an amazing value at only $99 for over $120 worth of products. And if you want a great deal and want to join the Stampin' Up! Community for only $35 this month, you could choose to put this in your starter kit and you would still have $26 to spend. So here's the stamp set. Now I'm going to open this up. So if you don't want to see it, don't peek. Now I am going to be offering an exclusive class for my customers. Dies. I'm going to be offering an exclusive class for my customers who choose to order this in my online store. So look at, oh my gosh. You get a flower and you get this flower. Oh my gosh, look at, that's a accent one. Oh my gosh, look at these. Okay, this is already so good. Look at this one. Oh my gosh, I love that. And then when you die cut these, you're going to have little scalloped square windows. Oh my gosh. And you have these little leaves that die cut these pieces. You have a little accent butterfly and an accent foliage piece. Oh my gosh, already so amazing. Oh, I'm so excited. I can't wait to see what else is in here. I wasn't expecting dies to come out of this little box right here. Super exciting. So if you too want to join the excitement and get an advent calendar, these are while supplies last. So what that means is once they're gone, they're gone. They're not ordering more. So you have 12 little windows to open here. Here is the first one. So the first window, you got a set of dies that coordinate with the double stamp set. So now we can start creating using stamps and dies. So if you want to join me for an exclusive class, and more information will be coming out about that, I will be sending you the supplies that you need to make the projects that will be used with all the things that you're going to be opening in here, okay? I can't get more of any of these products unless I buy more advent calendars. So, but I can send you additional items to use with it for projects that we'll make together. So, what do you think? Was that exciting? I thought that was exciting. All right. So again, some creatively inked projects. I hope that I get to make a beautiful kit for you this month. And thanks for joining me this week. I'll look forward to seeing you next week, everyone. Enjoy World Card Making Day Saturday. Make and send cards. Bye for now.